Hello dear students, very good morning. We are with the chapter Life Processes. In the previous class we have learnt about nutrition and respiration. Today we are going to study about another important life process, very important, transportation. Students, now we'll learn about transportation in human beings. Transportation. What is meant by transportation? So it's the name itself indicates a transport of substances all over the body like blood, oxygen, carbon dioxide, waste materials, salts, etc. So transporting this from one part of the body to another part of the body, we call it as transportation. So next, there must be any organ or any mediator that should transport all these substances, right? So it is carried by a substance called as blood. So you know that in the 9th standard you have learnt about blood. It is a fluid connective tissue that will transport the substances from one part of the body to another part of the body. It is a fluid connective tissue. Next, come to the components of transport system. So, as I told, transportation means transfer of substances from one part of the body to another part of the body. So, it is carried by different cells, different vessels, different organs, like that. So, let us take first component is blood cells, blood vessels, heart, it is a pumping organ, and a lymph. These four are the components of transport system. In the human beings, the components of transport system is blood cells, blood vessels, and heart and a lymph. These are the components of transport system. Let us study all these components in detail. First is blood or blood cells. So blood is divided into two groups. One is plasma and other one is RBC, WBC and platelets. This comes in one group and this is one group. Okay. So this plasma it is a fluid. It is a very colorless or yellowish fluid that is present in the blood. We can say 70% of the blood contains water. So that fluid like water like structure called as plasma. In this plasma, all these cells RBC, WBC, platelets are present. ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ RBC, WBC ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So plasma function is it helps in transport of food, carbon dioxide, nitrogen waste in the dissolved form. So this is the function of plasma. In this plasma, it is a fluid. In this plasma, all these RBC, WBC and platelets are present. So let us study about RBC cells. So first is RBC. RBC means red blood corpuscles. So it is red in color. Why? Because these cells are red blood corpuscles contain hemoglobin. So as we already discussed in the previous session, hemoglobin is a respiratory pigment. So that makes the blood red in color, right? And it also transport the oxygen from one part of the body to another part of the body. This is the function of red blood corpuscles. Next is WBC cells. Okay, WBC cells will study the function. So WBC cells means white blood corpuscles. It is white in color. So what is the function of these WBC cells in the body? It helps in fighting against the diseases. For example, if any viruses or bacteria comes to our blood, so it will fight against that. Okay, it helps in fight against the diseases, and it will give immunity to the body. Next, last one is platelets. So platelets also present in the plasma along with RBC and WBC. It helps in the natural stoppage of blood leakage. Okay, natural stoppage of blood leakage means blood clotting. So suppose if you got any injury, so if the blood is flowing means it will definitely lower the blood pressure. ಈ ತರ blood flow ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, blood pressure ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So to stop that So it helps natural stoppage of blood leakage, that is called as clotting. Blood clotting help ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ these platelets. So this is the function of the plasma and blood cells, RBC, WBC and platelet. Now we have studied about blood cells, RBC, WBC and platelets. And the next component of transport system is blood vessels or the tubes. So there are three types of blood vessels we can see in the human body, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. These are the three different types of blood vessels. So let us see what are the functions and what is the structure of arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries. So arteries are the vessels which carry the blood from heart to the various organs of the body. So heart in the different parts of the body ge so blood na kaliskoduವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು arteries. Arteries. So these are the blood vessels which carry the blood away from the heart to the various organs of the body. So you know that from the heart, if the blood is emerging out, so it is under high pressure. The blood from the heart, it is emerging, it is having a high blood pressure. So that's why arteries have a thick and elastic walls. Okay. So since it is carrying the high blood pressure, blood, so hence arteries have a thick and elastic walls. ಸೊ ಇದು ತಿಕ್ಕ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ಗೆ ಥಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ಟರೀಸು ಬ್ರೇಕೇಜ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟರೀಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ವೇನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ these are the vessels that collect the blood from different organs of the body and brings back it to the heart. So it is just opposite to the artery. Okay. So ಇದು heart in the different parts ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, and ಅದೇ ತರ the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body it is collecting to the heart. Heart ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು veins from different parts of the body, like from your toes ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಏನದು head ಇಂದ ಇರಬಹುದು. So different parts ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು it will bring it to the heart. That is the function of veins. And you know that veins do not need thick walls. So ತುಂಬಾ thick ಆಗಿರುವಂತ walls ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. Why? Because you know that blood is no longer under pressure. Different parts of the body in the heart ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, it is not under blood pressure. ತುಂಬಾ pressure ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ they do not have a thick walls. Okay, since blood is not no longer under pressure, it don't have a thick walls. So instead of thick walls, it has they have a valves. Valves and it is just like a gate ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It ensures that blood flows only in one direction. So ಬರೀ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So these valves avoid this. So these are the functions of veins. Next is capillaries. So capillaries means you know that on reaching arteries blood na heart in the different parts ge kodutte anta helide. On reaching an organ in our tissues, the artery divide into smaller and smaller blood vessels. Okay, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ artery ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so it will divide into so many branches. ತುಂಬಾ vessels ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And smaller vessels to bring the blood in contact with all the individual cells. Arteries ಏನು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು capillaries. So capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. So on reaching an organ or tissue, the artery divides into smaller and smaller vessels to bring the blood in contact with the individual cells. Okay, individual cell ಕೂಡನು capillary ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫುಡ್ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ 1 cell thick. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟುತ್ತೆ, ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಥಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ capillaries. And here the function of capillary is since it is the smallest blood vessel and 1 cell thickness, here the exchange of materials ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಫುಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿನ್ ವಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿನ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಲರೀಸ್ ದೆನ್, ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಲರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, then they will join together to form the veins that convey the blood away from the organs or tissues. Students, here you can see the artery shows, nodi heart in the, so different parts of the body ke idna blood na kodta ide. So as I told, capillaries means artery is divided into so many branches, right, to give to meet each and individual cell. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಲರೀಸ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಲರೀಸ್, ಆರ್ಟರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ವೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಟು ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆರ್ಟರಿ, ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ capillaries. And the next component of transport system is heart. It's our pump. Heart is made up of muscles. So cardiac muscle, hence heart is a muscular organ. So which is a size as big as our fist. Nama edagai mushti eshtiruttೋ nama heart size ashtirutte. And you know that all the mammals are having 4 chambered heart. Man is being a mammal. So human beings are also having 4 chambered heart. So you know that blood carries both oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? So hence the heart has 4 different chambers. So it will prevent the oxygen rich blood from mixing with the blood containing carbon dioxide. Andre carbon dioxide blood andre deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood mix ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋ ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ we have 4 chambered heart. The carbon dioxide rich blood has to reach the lungs for the carbon dioxide to be removed, alva. So ನಮ್ಮ blood ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ carbon dioxide where it is removing, in the respiration we have learned blood brings the carbon dioxide rich blood, and in the alveoli it will be removed to the surroundings, right? And also it has to, and the oxygenated blood from the lungs alli during respiration we have taken the oxygen. Now the blood is rich with oxygen, so oxygenated blood from the lungs has to be brought back to the heart, ಮತ್ತೆ heart ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And the oxygen rich blood is then pumped to the different parts of the body. It will pump to the rest of the body. So this is the function of heart. Now let us see how the blood flows in the body and to the lungs and to the heart.